Hello. Welcome, Wendy. Degenerate Wendy's proud and fabulous return to the Degenerate Nation podcast on
Hey,
this
how's it going?
glorious day, which we will not name specifically, so if episode feels ever fresh. Even though we're going to talk about nasty shit, right?
Yep, it's hermetically sealed.
Hermetically sealed forever. They call that evergreen and evergreen content, it's great. But it's really just like stuff to listen to in the background while you're greasing up your partner. Yeah. Speaking of greasing up, we're gonna squirt on through the summer here. A couple things we missed, maybe. Were you? Did you see any movies?
I haven't seen any lately. No, I've just been
Perfect.
working.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's great because then it's like we don't even know what summer it is, right?
I have no clue.
So say
Is it
just
summer?
turn
Is it
this on.
winter?
It's summer, winter, and fall.
It depends on what hemisphere you're in.
For everything, turn, turn, turn.
There
A
is a
time to
seabird.
whack off.
Turn, turn,
A
turn.
time to jump off a bridge. A time to drown in semen.
And aspartame.
Dude, that's a great way to go. You
Yes.
just get bathed in semen and then drank a bunch of DKs or DCs. Sorry,
Whatever you
I
want.
don't know what a DK is.
Dr. Peas?
It's
Diet
cola.
Dr. Peas?
It's like cola with a K.
Anything that's diet is
It's a new
diet.
Russian drink. It's just going to be the blood of the people they sent to war. The North Koreans, they just turn into cola. Oh my god! All right, so we missed some films, and by films I mean just one. I've been sitting on this fucking bit. Okay, I mean no, it's not a bit. This is really what happened. So, Toy Story 5. Are you familiar with the Toy Story franchise?
A little bit, yes.
So, Toy Story 3, if you haven't seen it, masterpiece, right? Scene where they're like fucking holding hands going in the furnace, and you think they're all gonna die. They probably don't if there's a Toy Story 5. But I remember I was living in LA then. I was seeing someone in the week, went to the movie, saw it live. So I'm like, I'm far from home. I'd only been there like maybe 6 months at this point. I'm fucking lonely. Like the characters, the boy's name had the toys in the first place. It was given away. His fucking name is Andy. I'm like, I'm far from home. I play with toys for quite a while.
Wow.
Stuffies and stuff. So like this is really already resonating, and then you're gonna possibly kill him. I was bawling my eyes out, right? So I do have a history with the franchise, right? So boom, Toy Story 5, making a shitload of money. And so we've gotten word from a disgruntled employee who did not former employee of the film who was hired to record the character the Bonnie's older sister Lonnie. Okay, so Bonnie's older sister Lonnie got herself in trouble. And that's what they used to say, right? When you got fucking pregnant, you didn't want to be.
Uh-oh, got one in the oven.
Got one in the oven. It's just like, and she wanted to do what with it? Get it out of the fucking oven, right?
Before it was
or
cooked?
The furnace, a Toy Story 3 callback, right? So,
no.
So in this character arc, she's only in a few scenes, but it's very important because she has an abortion. Okay, she has a fucking Toy Story abortion. Right?
What the fuck? What? An abortion?
Yeah. Well, obviously it didn't work because the story arc, not the abortion. Let's be clear, the abortion worked. Okay, it worked. Oh my god, and it's graphic. It is a graphic. Oh no! Someone poisoned the water hole. Someone poisoned the child hole, the pussy hole. So, by the way, real quick aside, my buddy Josh, he one time said, "It's just like this is a non sequitur." By the way, I don't even think we were talking about abortion. Maybe not even dating or even women. He's like, you know what? I don't think I could. Again, I don't think I could have sex with a girl out of abortion. I was like, oh yeah, well it's like yeah, because I don't like to go put my penis in a crime scene or somewhere a murder took place. I was like, oh
what?
God.
So there was like a trial and everything, and the pussy served time?
The pussy served time, yeah, man. Shout out to all those pussies out there that have served time. You will You'll be rewarded in the end. Probably not. Not really. Doesn't it just kind of turn to dust eventually? So maybe not. Anyways,
Pretty much.
so yeah, pretty much. Meow. So Toy Story 5. So Lonnie's character arc, few scenes. Basically, she exists to advocate for abortion to children. Ironically, but
Wait a minute, child abortions?
values, right? What's that?
Child abortions?
Yeah, specifically late-term child abortions. Yeah, yeah.
I have no words.
Like if you're 8 and you don't want to be 9, bam.
Wow. That
Yeah, it's like
the
wait, is that
57th
just a slip?
trimester?
The 57th trimester abortion. It's like, hey, I'm throwing in the towel, man. Are you kidding me? Multiplication tables? Pass. Out of here.
Yeah, the terrible twos aren't going to last too long.
No, but in some states though, you have to travel across state lines in a bus, and it's like the funny part is the bus doesn't have seatbelts, so it's just like how many of them got blasted on the way to their super late term child abortion? I don't know. Anyway,
Is that why they don't ever stop at the railroad stations or the railroad tracks like they're supposed to? A lot of times
no,
says we'll.
because it's just like it's a probability equation, especially like, hey, look, the best type of math is those word problem examples. Like this is that times a million. We're gonna just go normal speed over the train tracks, see what happens. Oh, probability is you're good, but there's the but, right? There you go.
Oh my goodness. It's like you have to text ahead. Well, how many made it through the trip? Okay, that's what we'll prep for.
Right. Yeah. Permission slip. You just get rid of the permission slips that I don't care about. So anyway, so essentially, this quote unquote voice actor was upset that they weren't getting the full payment because their scenes were cut, right? And so if you can't prove that you're in the film, the final cut, maybe you don't get the same rate. I don't know. I'm not a Toy Story voice actor, obviously. Neither is she anymore. But she's on the warpath, man. They're gonna cancel her, dude. When Disney cancels you, they just kill you slowly with drugs and alcohol and neglect, parental neglect, when they make your parents be your agents and stuff.
Yep, and rodent fear trauma.
Exactly. Maybe you squeeze out a memoir, but it goes straight to Amazon, and you're like, oh, it's doing well, but they just fed it in. They just Amazon bought it through shadow accounts just to feed it into their fucking wood chipper AI machine that just learns. So how much of what AI is feeding us is just going to be learned from scrapped fucking child star memoirs?
We actually use those up here when the weather gets bad for traction for the Prime vans.
And also pulp for the fucking phone books that you still use.
We actually still get phone books. That is correct.
Right?
The rural American phone books are all recycled.
God damn right. They're all recycled child memoirs. That's great. Somewhere out there, man. It's like speaking of somewhere out there, the kid who voiced Fievel, his fucking his movie was Fievel Goes Bankrupt.
Yes, the unseen version.
Yeah, exactly.
The hidden files.
It was a planned trilogy this whole time. So yeah, Lonnie's character has the abortion. They're like, you know what? Actually, Ronnie, the girl who's played Lonnie is Ronnie. Ronnie, I'm sorry, but yeah, we had to cut that whole thing. You might say we aborted it from the finished film, because it didn't play well in Russia and China. And this is like the way the modern film industry works, essentially, is like you have to there's that pre-sales that overseas market stuff, like blah 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 blah, and the number you see, it's like, oh yeah, made $680 million or whatever, just pulling that out of my butt. That's how the kids come out too, but the number has to be kind of stacked to at least allow for a lot of overseas penetration in the market into that profit margin. So it's like, if you think ahead of time, you know what, this isn't really going to play in Russia or China, guess what? It's not going in there, because for various reasons, those territories aren't going to be wanting to see a kids movie with abortion in it. Imagine that. I wonder
why.
Yeah, the old Chinese mortal clause, right? But it's not about morality. It's about not letting them think about ideas like that, right?
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hi, this is Ross, the host of Smells Like Humans. Each week we talk about the curious things that people do. Fans say it's like hanging out with your funny friends. If you like lighthearted conversation, personal stories, and a hint of psychology, chances are we are discussing something relevant to you, like relationships, dreams, phobias, weddings, work, cults, 100 topics and counting. Sometimes silly, sometimes serious, but always fun. Please join us, because no matter who you are, we all smell like humans. Please click the link in the show notes.
Okay, is this gender-based abortions or is it just straight up child?
You know, their gender-based abortion was like a light guideline, so it's like they weren't specifically. When you have 100 years plan, you don't want to put red anything in ink per se.
I suppose it's not like an insurance form where you can check it off and say this is the reason for the abortion: A, female; B,
Yeah, exactly.
financial;
You
C,
you know this shit. It's a write-off.
did the boss in the back. Yeah, I get it.
It's just a clump of cell write-off. That's what they say it is, but really you threw them in a dumpster. It's fine. It's fine, and we'll take those babies and we'll we'll save them, but we won't, because we say that we're pro-life here, and we're not. We're not. Neither are they, but it's different, right? It's a different thing.
We are pro end life.
Yeah, exactly. We're like pro. Oh well, I decide that you have this child, and then I decide to not help you at all.
It's just a fact. We all die. It's just a lot sooner than others.
The knock on that, I mean, really, from my perspective, is that the illusion is created that it's more of a form of birth control. People, they're like, huh? Like, for example, and I don't really think that's the case, but maybe sometimes, and then sometimes becomes a problem for when someone, the other side of an argument or whatever, can latch on to it. Sometimes that means it's an always, and you're fucked. Like, you're not going to win that argument, and then it's a power struggle, right? So, anyways, I had my same buddy, Josh. How about that? His neighbor, name starts with a D, and she got a lot of D growing up. She was like, we were like 17, and she's like 22, 23. Lived in the neighborhood. Her brother, may he rest in peace, nickname was Batman, and he was a drug dealer. Just the light stuff, probably mostly stems and seeds, which is cool. But this was the it was the late 90s, stems and seeds. So we're drinking one time. She gets us, like, I think she got us the booze, actually, which is hilarious. So go figure, like a young mom being like a delinquent to teenagers as well, not just to herself and her bloodline. But she had like 4 kids or something, 3 or 4 kids. But Josh also said, oh, but she's had a couple of abortions too. I was like, well, how does that work? Like, what is this? Is this an arbitrary like choice point at this? Like, you got a 60% like success ratio or something? Like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what is real. By this point, I'm fucking wasted on Southern Comfort, and she just seemed like she was ready for that next dick from one of us, and it was kind of weird. But we got booze out of it, so, and we didn't do it. We didn't.
So is she jonesing for the abortion or for the D?
The D, and then it becomes an arbitrary choice. Let's get choose your own adventure, baby edition. Yeah, but we didn't spit roaster, and we got really drunk off SoCo and 40s, and yeah, it was great. But so that was my kind of foray into the concept of it as a like a choice, like an actual like, fuck it. Like, it doesn't. It's not, though. It's like clearly not. And there's been a lot of research on shit like that, how it can affect you later, like good or bad. And it's like, it's a real thing, right? So we've reduced it to not a real argument, because we're like, oh, bro, pro everything, blah. It's a baby, baby. It's like, yeah, you've procured like 4 abortions for your mistresses. Shut up. Like, go fuck yourself. Also retire from Congress, please. But on the other side,
drug dealer, it doesn't sound like, it sounded like they had it on, and these Penn State people nowadays, they were just, taking the notes from them. I don't think they're the original OG like that person was.
No. Penn State, man. Yeah, Penn State with their cocaine fraternity and stuff. That's great. I love it, man. That place is a cesspool. Shout out
Of
to those of you
abortions.
in Penn State. Yeah, it's just like the best thing about abortion in Pennsylvania is how many future Nittany Lion Penn State people were kept from like becoming that. I feel like. Anyway, so
The stats are
China,
pretty good on that. Yeah.
China, and Russia are the primary reasons why this in this bit we're creating the universe where Ronnie does not get the residuals. Ronnie's upset about the residuals for a character Lonnie who ceased to exist, ironically, from the film in which she was intended to serve it. And so that's kind of the bit that I wanted to do, and it's like feel good about it, feel fine about it, but just the idea came to me because of the movie that the spin-off Toy Story movie they did a few years back. I think it might have been a little bit before the pandemic or something, but it was in itself a bit of a pandemic because it's just like the spread of these ideas in kids movies are like, what are we doing here? Like, just make a different movie where they're the fucking protagonists, right? If you want to make a movie about a lesbian alien couple or something that help Buzz Lightyear, what the fuck? Like a prequel and then just like did it exist just to do that? Then just do that, right? You don't have to. It doesn't have to be as such a wide release, and it's like you can find people are more apt to like respond to that story instead of like, oh, I don't want no lesbians, not in my Buzz Lightyear universe. It's like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
we
Are
don't
doing here?
exactly.
then
We don't need
try
to
to
see
put
them
that
lining
on
up outside the theater. No.
Yeah, they get upset, and it's just like the whole point is
Protests.
to make money, right? So it's just like release it have a separate company, like they, you know how they had Touchstone Pictures? That was actually a Disney company. So Disney was always kind of like had all these brands, right? They just bought instead of just buying it and releasing under their main thing, they would have Touchstone Pictures and shit. I'm sure they have like they could have a porno company for all we know, you know. It's pretty cool.
Touchbone.
Yeah, touch me, touch hole,
Touchbone. Touchbone.
I like that better. That's good. Wendy's back, baby. Woo, woo. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I just don't understand their strategy here. It's like I also think that it's insulting to me as a cis male, to exist in a world where these characters aren't like the main thing. Like, I'm gonna fucking watch a movie or a story because I want to see the story. Like, I'm argue that Brokeback Mountain is one of the top 10 films I've ever seen because it's just such a fucking great story. And you're like, yeah, like, could it use a little bit more spit? Yes, absolutely. Is there a director's cut? Hopefully someday Ang Lee will provide us what we really deserve. You know, a little bit more of that, a little bit more spit on the hand. Get it going. Makes me want to camp. It's the only thing that would make me go camping is my buddy just suddenly, without warning, spitting on his hand, and you know it's on.
Yeah, the tent producers nowadays, the ones that manufacture the tents, they actually have pockets in them now for lube, so that's good.
They got lube pockets in the camping tents.
Yep, so it's ready access.
The Coleman lanterns too. That's my shit, man.
That's if you want it warmed up.
Oh yeah, I love it. Moth to flame on that shit. But yeah, I mean, it's like I think that, like, for example, stuff I write, like I haven't had a ton of characters that maybe fit a certain profile because I'm like, there's a couple I want to make the whole fucking thing about them. You know, it's like I just don't think that when we used to have these token characters, they were token because it's like you're doing a half measure on an agenda, and that doesn't really belong in storytelling. Just like tell the story about them, have some balls or some whatever the equivalent of balls is. If you want to, if that's too man focused, then whatever, courage, I guess.
Maybe. I just learned that female gonads are actually ovaries.
Female gonads are ovaries?
Yep.
Nice.
Ovaries are female gonads.
The more you know. This is a learning cast, is what it is.
Absolutely.
But do you agree, Wendy? It's just like, show me the fucking real shit. Show me the story about. It's like, why would this cool, gay, sassy person like hang out with this fucking guy from a Hallmark movie? It's like, come on, like this universe doesn't exist for them. Like main character syndrome is a real thing, and like most people don't want to be like the fucking sideshow. It's like, give them a fucking story. Like, I just don't know. Like, it doesn't bring people under the tent, Barbara. It doesn't at all. Just show me the fucking if you have to micro target it, fucking micro target. We have all the technology to like, what does this person want to see? You know? And then just bam. Oh, look what just showed up in your algorithm. You know, Andy's camping movie was graphic. You know, it's like this guy goes camping and he's like, he doesn't really know how to do the stuff. And it's like, let me show you. And then, you know, he's making the fire. And it's like, and then he puts his hand over him. And then my character, it's based on me, obviously, decides to spit on his hand. And then he's like, no, you're doing it wrong, Andy. And then his name is Randy. And Randy takes Andy's hand and he spits in Andy's hand for him. And then you cut to the next scene. But the next scene is deeply penetrative sex with a Coleman lantern glowing, and it's Brandon Entertainment.
I don't know. I think Coleman would do very well with that.
Right? The future is Brandon Entertainment is what we've been saying. We're going to tweet this, Instagram this at Coleman Lanterns when we debut this episode and be like, look, you're missing out. We're making a film. Degenerate Studios. Coleman is heavily featured. Are you in or are you out? I don't even know any other lantern company, so they got a fucking great runway to get this going, right? They can do it, you know? And you know what? In the name of, you know, smoothing things over, we can hire Ronnie. We're going to look into her, though, first. Maybe she's kind of fucked up. Maybe we want to be in business with people that complain about shit. So, I don't know. But maybe we do. Maybe that's exactly what we need. Maybe she can channel her frustration from being cut out of Toy Story 5 and to what? To voice the female character apparently in her gay camping romance. So
I'm all about giving people chances.
Right, we should give people so many chances. So many. What are the odds they're going to keep screwing up?
Duh.
Oh, not great, Mom. So yeah, speaking of screwing up, so my love, she had to help a patient today that had a humongous dilly, like dildo right up in her dough, like his dough, I think, in his butthole, I think. I want to say it was in his butt, but it was more so, Wendy, it was more so in his gut. And that, my friends, my fellow degenerates, from C to Sunny C, that is not how we promote gut health.
Wait a minute. Is this like a proactive delivering of the probiotics kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's really probiotic. Oh,
do you think it was a double-sider that accidentally went too far?
I did. You know what? It wasn't. My first question was, are they okay? Or is that real? It was it double-sided? When I heard how many inches it was like almost 20 inches. So it was like, oh, it must have been perhaps it was double-sided. Like,
who
my
measured
brain,
this thing?
It so easily comprehended the idea that someone go ass to ass on this plastic fucking monster. And apparently it was veiny.
Oh, wow. Like,
if you're going to have a fucking humongous widowmaker of a dildo, why do you also then need the veins? Like, how, at what point your brain needs, like, to feel like it's real, you know?
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's to distinguish the dildo from the handle of your broom or something like that.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to accidentally diddle yourself with the SA broom from, like, a movie or something.
I don't know. You'd think that these larger ones would at least have a stop in the middle.
Right? It's like, warning. You know,
and you've gone too far.
Oh, the companies that do the seatbelt sensors. Bam! Oh my God. Yes. Rectal sensors. When you cross a rectal wall into the gut wall, right? And it's just like a gut wall warning. It's like permeation, permeation, permeation. And it's like, hello, you're tearing the perforation. We got full perforation on our penetration, tearing the perforation to your gut. We don't want that. We don't. That is not, Wendy, that is not how we promote gut health. And Degenerate Nation is all about gut health, okay?
That is true.
If you're going to push a dilly into your guttal area or anything gut adjacent, do not go past a requisite inch count, okay? And we're still working on that. The technology company we bought is from Azerbaijan. I'm saying that wrong, but the tech is great. That they're working on the exact kind of over under where you want to stay based on it's based on your individual gut kind of dimensions, right? So you don't want to go too big, right? But you do want to find that secondary G spot, that gut spot, so you want to hit that without just shredding your intestines, You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. It's not a sexual organ. Try as we might. The intestine is not a sexual organ. I mean, what are we getting? Intestinal envy with our fake penises? Is that why they're so big? Like, I don't understand. Because intestine is the biggest organ in the body if you stretch it out, right? Besides the skin, doesn't count. That's right. We know our shit. We know our shit, Wendy.
Right. Maybe the people that make butt plugs are on strike.
Oh yeah, this is like not a plug. This is like whatever the antithesis of a plug is.
This isn't a stop. This is a go, go, go. Whoopsie.
It's like a bottle opener, man. You're not fucking shredding that thing. It's like the claw that comes down to open your wine bottle. And like, it was a twist off this whole time?
This whole time?
This whole time? Yeah, and then that's just God damn, that's so much excess dick in your butt. That's not actually like a dick. This is like, isn't it easier, don't you think, in today's modern age to find someone somewhere in the universe, online, wherever, probably online, almost definitely online, that has a penis big enough and is curious enough, or you can pay them enough to pound that gut spot without perforating the intestines, the intestinal wall, anything intestine related. Okay. That's a hard thing to say. Say it. Intestine related.
Intestine related.
Oh, that was better. That was so much better. Oh my God. That sounds like someone who's had their G-spot, found and excavated properly. This is that you're promoting good gut health with your lifestyle, Wendy. And I applaud that. I appreciate that.
I don't think that's a category on care.com.
Oh my God. I got the speaker. That's such a great lead in because I got an email you have to do your background check again. I was like, oh yeah, I do. You mean
that's backdoor check is more like it.
Backdoor background check. And also I've been fired in that arena since then. It's like, oh yeah, I'm talking about finding backdoor gut G spots. And do I need to pay $14.95 for someone to probe my history? Absolutely. Worth it. Whatever you can bury, preferably deep inside the intestinal wall of my resume, then yes, please do. Okay, Wendy. Welcome back, Wendy.
It definitely has layers for sure.
Layers. How's your health? You mentioned something about a BP, and I ain't talking blood pressure.
Oh, everything's going well, thank you.
Okay, I believe the first word was bad, right?
Oh, that thing. I tried to forget about that thing. Do you mind if I just vent a little bit right now about my bad pussy?
Please vent about your bad pussy.
So you touched on that earlier, where things are just drying up.
Yeah.
I have the opposite problem. Too much.
What?
Too much. As in, I have to like watch those commercials for, oh, this can absorb a whole bladder's worth. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try that one.
Oh, okay. Wait, so are these like fun time absorbents, or this is like period absorbents, or just like general like day to day kind of equivalent of keeping the crust out of your drawers? Like I have that problem all the time. Like I'll look down at the end of the day, look at my like midnight shit, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember that dust coming from. Where'd that come from? No, but like this for wetness.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct. Yes, to the point where it's like, what happened? Is it maybe it's just summer? Maybe it's just summer pussy.
Somewhere.
Can you sweat internally?
You can. It's just like, oh shit. Well, I didn't adjust for my summer puss. You know, like,
Open up the dam.
yeah. I thought the reasons to look forward to the fall, mostly was like, football's here, new school year, I'm gonna meet the one, or like the weather, it's cooling off. No, it's to get out of that summer puss.
That summer puss is nasty, man. I just want to complain. Oh my God,
Right? Isn't that how it's like? I've heard that cicadas have adapted to like planting their larvae deep within winter puss. Then it just they just fly out and make all those noises.
we need to get a hold of somebody who lives in cicada country.
Yeah, I think I do.
Oh,
I mean,
wait a
I
minute. Road trip.
Road trip. It's just like we're gonna like follow the cicada. 17 years from now, we're gonna do an episode with like fresh cicadas and find out where their origin points. Which summer
That's where those locust storms of the 1700s. Maybe they came out of puss.
They definitely came out of like a summer puss for sure, like in Jamestown.
Oh yeah, everything else was dry, so they had to find someplace moist.
Just some slut in Jamestown where there's hot, swampy summer puss, and then they just boom. That's where they boom. There's a new
Toy
species.
Story 6, Summer Puss.
Yep. Bye.